Okay. I believe we're back. I believe. Just drag this out of the way for now. Until we get started here. The timer technically has already started, but that's no matter. Let me just make sure that everything is in order before we really get rolling here, because we're about to have the time of our lives learning. Wait, what the freak? Why does one of my streams have 40 views? 41 views? That's so weird. All right. Hey, I mean, it looks like we're gonna be, oh my, an ambulance just drove past my window. Okay, here's the plan for today. I've got an assignment due. Sorry, this music is groovy. Okay, I've already worked out. I've already had breakfast. Made some delicious scrambled eggs with some Colby Jack cheese, 2 pieces of sourdough toast with strawberry jam. Come on now, hit a push day. Ran to Walmart because I needed batteries. If you tuned into the stream, you know that the calculator died. It was like a very sad day. He was screaming out in pain. Editor, just throw the clip up there. And it died. The batteries died. Because it's not one of the ones that has a solar panel on the top. I tried anyway. I put it on my windowsill for like a day. Didn't do anything. So I went to Walmart, got some batteries. Turns out they're the wrong size, but they're the same voltage. So if you look in here, they're actually just a little too shallow, but they still make enough connections. So they function, and we're gonna make it work because we're gonna need it. We need it for these assignments. It turns on. We are in action. We're gold. We've got some Bossa Nova playing. My plant on my desk. Oh, can't even see it. Can you see it yet? There it is. Ugh. He looks happy. So, we're about to have a great time. I'm figuring out how this stuff works. I made a new font for my timer. I just chose one at random. So, yeah. Let me pull up, let me get a chat connected here. Lovely, we're good to go. Music is good to go. And without further ado, I gotta get some work done. And I'm sure you gotta get some work done. So we can get some work done together. It's 10:52. Let's lock in. Okay, let's turn the music down a little bit. Hopefully you can hear it. I know my past streams have been way too quiet, so don't know what to do about that yet, but we'll figure it out. Okay, beautiful. Let's drag me over here, and boom. This is our assignment for the day. I've already taken notes. It's a mini case, so the breakdown is we've got 1 Schumacher, 2 Mickelson, 3 Ruiz, 4 Green. So we've got 4 people, 4 couples, and their individual financial planning situation. So we can see Schumacher is the last name, Shoemaker, and there are 2 married clients, and they were approved for a 20-year, $150,000 mortgage. And they have the choice between 2 loans. The first loan is an APR of 8% with no fee, or an APR of 7.5% with a discount fee of 2% of the initial loan amount, payable in cash at the loan inception. So they can't add that discount fee to the loan balance. So I don't really know what this stuff means, which is why I put that text saying trying to teach myself, because I need to figure this out. So don't be expecting me to explain any of this. Not that anybody watches these for that purpose, because I'm pretty sure I don't know why anyone watches these, actually. I'll be honest with you. I don't think Like that one stream that has 40 views. Why are y'all clicking on this? I guess I appreciate it. It's kind of flattering in a sense. So what you're not seeing, I'm learning how to use OBS. So I pulled up another tab. I have a Chrome tab where I will have other bits and bobs. But you're just gonna see my Word doc, which is where I'm gonna be doing all my actual work. So you're not gonna miss out on anything I'm clicking around on, but you will not see like my textbook or like my student page, just because I feel like that's not right. Something feels off about that to me. So if you're not in the class, I feel like you shouldn't be able to read my textbook. I'm not trying to gatekeep. You can see my other chapters, I guess, from the other streams. But this assignment is 90 points. That is very scary. That's almost an entire letter grade. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to my module and just open up my textbook chapter, because all of these things are found from my textbook. So I'm gonna pull that up. I'm just gonna pull it up. Okay. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Chapter 3. And where are they? Chapter 3. I lost it. God, I lost it. Found it. I found it. Don't even fret. Stop fretting. I found it. Let me type in the chat. Lock in. Time to work. Let's get it, perhaps. And also, may I also say, we got this. Guys, we're in this together. Cue the High School Musical scene. I'm not gonna sing it for you. I was about to. I decided not to. Okay. So on my screen now, I can see Emily and Joel. The actual text that you cannot see. So I'm gonna try my hardest not to just like throw this into Claude. Though I have thought of it, obviously, since I'm bringing it up, I've thought of it. But I don't want to be that guy, and that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of a study stream if you're just watching me copy and paste information into Claude. But I truly don't know how to do this, so I'm trying to figure out what the best method is to like learn when it's not necessarily in the textbook. Okay. So, Emily and Joel, those are important details. If you're a financial planner and you do not know the first names of your clients, it's over for you. You're not keeping that client, okay? Remember this. I'm giving you guys important financial advising tips. I don't even want to be a financial planner. Don't tell anybody. No one's here, but don't tell anybody. I don't want to do that. I'm hoping that 1 billion people tune into these streams, and then I can just do this for my job. No, I don't actually mean that. It's not true. It's not true. It's not. I need to figure out a way to make this louder. I'm too quiet. Oh, I've been wasting time. I've been wasting 12 minutes already. Okay, we're live. We've been live. I'm procrastinating. I'm literally procrastinating. You can like see. Alright, go. Alright. This is what has to happen. Okay. Emily and Joel are married clients who have just been approved for a 20-year, $150,000 mortgage. This is where we are right now. They've been given a choice of 2 loans. 2 loans. APR 8%. So APR, let me pull up my Notion because it's like annual percent yield, I think, average or annual. That's an important difference that I should know. Where would my notes belong? This is chapter 3. Okay, let's find APR somewhere in here. Nope, not chapter 3. Okay, it's gonna be in my chapter 2 notes then, because that was a super long chapter, which unfortunately you guys did not see because I was working at a coffee shop to do that one. If I get this closer to my face, I think it should be loud enough for you. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Wait, it's not this. Oh gosh. Guys, this is not easy. It's kind of funny though. Okay. APR. Gotta find APR somewhere in here. Okay, this is good. 1 out of 4. Okay. APR is the same as the nominal rate. It's not an effective rate. Why didn't I tell myself what it meant? I just wrote it down. Nominal rate. Oh gosh. I think it's just annual percent return. Well, it's just, yeah, I think that's what that is. It's like before taxes or anything else, because it's not an effective annual rate. Wait, if compounding occurs on an annual basis, the year and the nominal rate are the same. So compounded annually, it's the rate compounded annually of return. I think that's simple enough. That is simple enough. Okay. Okay. So, for a 20-year, $150,000 mortgage. Like what? Oh, wait. This is my task. Okay. I'm gonna highlight this in green so I know like this is what I'm working towards because I'm literally just getting lost in the sauce right now. I don't even know what is going on. From a PV cost perspective, when you see PV, you know it's time to break out your calculator because we're going to be finding the present value, which loan is a better deal, assuming they sell their home immediately after making 10 years worth of payments. So let's give ourselves some workspace. Okay. Which loan is a better deal? Assuming they sell their home immediately after making 10 years worth of payments and they require a 9% year. So this is our required rate. Required rate. So that's the rate we have to beat. Is it? Wait, this means I don't know how to do this, y'all. I don't know where to go. How do I do it? It wouldn't necessarily be cheating to use Claude to help me figure out my direction. Because it's not that I don't know the tools to do this. I think I have the tools. I don't have the ability to understand what's actually happening yet. Okay. So consider difference in loan payment, I just want to start with assumption 1 first. So we're going to start with loan 1. Oh my days. I want a new page. Okay, loan 1. So assuming they sell their home, what does this mean? Okay, you can solve it at either time is 0 or time at 120. Because we're assuming it's after 10 years worth of payments. But, importantly, sorry if I'm peeking on my mic, I don't really know how to do this. Importantly, after 10 years worth of payments, there's still going to be 10 years left of payments. Does this mean that everything will be the same no matter if you start in the middle or the beginning? That could be true. I don't know though. I don't even know. And there's a marginal tax bracket, so somehow we're gonna have to consider tax in here. Where do you factor tax in, bro? Simply, which option has... Oh, that was my terminology. Simply, which option has lower cost, because that's basically what the textbook said, but... Okay. Okay, I need help. I'm going to use Claude. I want to be transparent with you guys. I'm going to use Claude. But not to solve this, but truly just for comprehension's sake, I don't know what to do. And the textbook has like almost prepared me enough to do this, but I don't know what to start with. Where do I start with this problem? And then I'm just gonna paste in the notes in my task that I have written down here. And we'll see what it says. I'll transcribe it for y'all because I'm not sharing my full screen, just this Word doc. That was me. That's me. You can't actually see through my hair. I'm actually looking at y'all, but can't really tell. Okay. Claude says this. Here's how I'd break down this problem step by step. I feel like my mic is peaking a little bit, so I'm gonna, or I can talk quieter up here. No. Okay. Okay. So find the monthly payment for each loan. Now, why would I want to find the monthly payment for each loan? Okay, because we're assuming that all required payments are made at the end of each month. So I'm gonna go in my calculator, time value of money, and I'm gonna make sure it's in end mode. Where are y'all? Holy goodness me. Do you see how it says end mode? Right there. Yes, got it. Okay, so that's what's important. But we're already there. And 12 periods per month, that's important. Okay, so for the first loan, our rate, which is our I to the Y, I'm not even gonna pretend like I knew this, but I didn't know this. You know what I'm saying? Our I to the Y is 8%. But that's per year. So what we have to do is divide that by 12. So we're gonna have 8. I can't really do the numbers. I can't do the numbers on my keyboard without looking at it. So 8% divided by 12 equals 0.667%. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna store that in our calculator so we get the full repeating number. And then loan 2, I would have thought there would be more there. Loan 2, our I to the Y equals 7.5%. And yeah, this stuff is easy. 7.5% divided by 12 as well. Goodness, the sunglasses are not even helpful. 7.5%. I don't know where the percent sign is. Guys, this is embarrassing. Holy moly, holy moly. Okay. Stop crashing out. Everything will be okay. All right, so you get 0.625%. 0.625%. Oh, you can't even tell that I'm looking down. It looks like I'm looking hype. Okay. And then we went to 4. Okay. All right. So these are our two rates. So we're just going to calculate the PMT for each loan. One will have a lower monthly payment, which is part of why it's tempting, despite the upfront fee. Okay, we can even do... Okay, this is easy. This is easy, guys. So our PV is the same for both. Our PV is the same for both. It's 150K. Am I tripping? Is that right? Let's confirm here. The mortgage is the same. Okay, so the present value of the mortgage will be 150,000 regardless. And so will end the number of years. It's a 20-year mortgage regardless. So that's beautiful as well. But, thank you, Claude. We have to multiply this by 12. So if we're dividing the rate of the year by 12, because we're on monthly payments, then the number of periods has to match. So we're actually going to be multiplying this. If I can never find the asterisk. Why does that suddenly change fonts? Multiplied by 12, and we get 240 periods for our n. Okay, and now with that, we have 3 variables. And if you have 3 variables, you can solve a time value of money equation. And so we have our rate, we have our present value, we have our n, and we're solving for what are we solving for? From a present value cost perspective, which one is a better deal? Are we doing future value here? No. Sorry. We're trying to find PMT, the payment, obviously. Sorry guys, I don't know how to do this stuff. Okay. Is the music too loud? Or not loud enough? I feel like that's fine. You can hear me over it. It's pretty quiet. All right. So we're just gonna go ahead and type this into our first. So we're gonna run out of space on this paper. That's fine. We're just gonna continue on down here. Okay. So loan 1. Goodness gracious! I need to. Maybe we'll do some typing tests after this because I am really bad at this. So 240 is our N, 150,000 for our PV, and then we're going to do loan 1, so we're going to do the 8% divided by 12, not the 0.6667, because that won't give us quite an exact number. So 8 divided by 12. Wait, what the heck? Is it exact? Wait, is it not repeating? In my calculator, it did not repeat, which is kind of strange. I just did 8 divided by 12. What the freak? Eight divided by 12. All right, sure, fair enough. Then we just solve for PMT now. That just can't be right. This just can't be right. Let me try again. 240 and 8 divided by 12. My calculator accepts the full percentage value, which is why I'm not really worrying about changing it from a decimal to a decimal. Sorry. Okay, and then 240. We already did 240. 150,000, and this is going to be a negative because it's a loan. So, okay, it was right. Okay, so our payment for loan 1 is $667.77 per month at the end of each month. Now, loan 2, we're gonna do the same thing, but we are just gonna change that 7.5 divided by 12 for our, okay, y'all didn't hear that. 240 is still our N, negative 150,000 is still our present value, and then 7.5 divided by 12 is our percentage. Okay, now we get per month 665.04. So comparing, this isn't even that big of a difference. Goodness, where is the equal sign? There was no shift, by the way. You just typed in equals, it's right there. Okay. Wait, I can increase my microphone. Ooh, that's good. I like that. That's probably better. That's probably a little better. Hopefully. I don't know, man. Okay. So now what? Now we've solved for the present value for these two loans, but we're not even close to done here because we didn't factor in this discount fee, and we haven't factored in this marginal tax yet. And I don't really know what this stuff is talking about. And the 9% required rate also doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me yet at this point in time. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, now we're gonna find the remaining balance at month 120. Since they sell after 10 years, they still owe a remaining balance. They sell after 120 payments. They still owe a remaining balance. What the freak is that? There's an out. Wait. So Claude is telling me to use the outstanding balance formula, but I feel like that's not a good idea. Not that I know any better, but why couldn't I just solve... Why couldn't I just solve the payment for the final 10? Like a double discounted annuity type beat. I just don't know. Ultimately, I just don't know what to do. I don't like that I don't know, because I wish I knew. Do any of you guys know? Be honest. Be honest, guys. Don't be afraid. If you know how to do this, just tell me. Just tell me. I won't tell. I won't tell anybody. Just let me know. Guys, no one will even know. No one will even know. What the freak? At a certain point, you just kind of get sad. And the bossa nova just starts to irritate. I'm skipping this song. Don't mind me. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. Okay. I'm trying to figure out why my page looks super duper dark. Filters. Can I increase the brightness for y'all? Would you be okay with that? Color correction? Is that possible? Brightness, right? Why isn't anything happening? I'm trying to change the brightness, but I feel like nothing did anything. That should have been great, right? Alright, it did nothing. That's fine. I'm procrastinating again. I'm gonna read my own chat. Lock in, time to work, let's get it, we got this. I don't feel like I got this, bro. Okay, so basically all I know is this. After 120 payments, so in the case of loan 1, they've paid $667.67 120 times. However, the loan still has 120 payments more. So why wouldn't that just be this amount times 120? Am I crazy? Isn't that what that is? I feel like that's right, unless I'm insane. Unless I'm literally going crazy and I'm insane, I feel like that's right. Let me ask chat, or Claude. I gotta stop saying chat. That's you. Okay. For step 2, finding the remaining balance at month 120. Couldn't I just take the remaining 120 months and multiply it? You can't see it right now, but I'm struggling to type. And multiply it by the $7. Let's see what it says. It's doing this. If you know, you know, I suppose. Frick! Alright, that's a common instinct, but no, and here's why. The problem, alright, this is where the learning comes in. If you just did PMT times 120 remaining payments, you'd be calculating the sum of future cash flows, not the loan balance. Right, okay, I assumed those were the same thing. Those future payments contain both principal and interest. Oh, the bank doesn't let you pay off a loan by handing them the raw sum of remaining payments. That would be overpaying because you'd be paying interest on interest you haven't accrued yet. This makes sense. What the remaining balance actually is. The remaining balance at time 120, that midpoint, is the present value of the remaining 120 payments. So, okay, discounted at the loan's own interest rate. Discounted at the loan's own interest rate. The present value. Okay. Present value. So we're trying to find the present value of an annuity. So this essentially is the second half of that double discounted annuity process. So, okay. So can't I just use a PV formula instead? Right? Right? Is that crazy? I don't think so. Oh, okay. Okay, so basically what it was telling me to do this entire time was a present value formula, it just labeled it differently. That is just the PV of an annuity formula. Same thing. Okay. It was a little misleading. Okay, so let's say find PV of remaining annuity. This is helpful for me. This may seem like suffering, but this is teaching me. I feel like I'm learning now. So let's clear our inputs. So our remaining periods are 120. That is our N. Our monthly rate stays the same, because remember, it's still yeah, whatever. I don't know. Sorry, man. I don't know. 8 divided by 12 is our rates. 666. Wait, 667.7. Oh my. So what I should have done, and what I'm gonna do, we're gonna do this again, but we're gonna store the loan payment because you don't know how exact it is, and these things compound upon themselves dramatically, and we want to be accurate here. So 8 divided by 12, 240, negative 150,000. Solve for the payment. negative 150,000 PV 240. Sorry, I have to do it again because I did a misinput. You calm down. You calm back down. Okay. 667.77. Now, I'm storing that in my calculator on the 1 key. I'm just going to store it so I can recall that later. Next, I'm going to immediately recall, we're just going to go right into the next one, where 120 is our n. Recall is now our PNT. Our rate is still 8 divided by 12, and instead we're just going to find the PV. Awesome. So we're going to do a comma here. New PV is 77,498.38 dollars. That's implied. Okay, awesome. Let's do it for our other guy over here. I think we're gonna get cooking here. We just have to get the rust off. I've got all day after all. It's not like I have a cool YouTube channel to go work on after this. I do. I've been neglecting it for homework. Okay, no matter. 7.5 divided by 12. We're just gonna do that same storing process that we did the first time. PV 240. Find the payment. Store it, recall it, put that as the PV, but this time, or sorry, as the PNT, and this time we're solving for the PV. So we're going to put 120 periods left, that same 6.63%. Then our new PV is shockingly similar at 77. With the sunglasses on, the 4 looks like the 7. That makes me look so stupid. 0.38. So, sorry, new PV. These are important numbers. Therefore, I'm going to highlight them in green so we do not lose them. Done. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do next. We found the remaining balance for each. This is remaining balance of loan. That's what that is right there. Okay. Just so you guys keep things in order. We don't want our eggs, we don't want our ducks getting out of order, out of line, whatever the phrase is. Okay, step 3, handle the discount points. So, as we know, the second loan has this discount fee of 12%. And that's been the part of this problem that I have just no clue what it even is talking about. But I'm confident that we can figure this out. Is it Philippians 3:14? What's I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me? Philippians 2:10. I wish Philippians 3:14. That comes to mind. 3:14. Right. That's a good one too, though. Philippians 3:14. I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. Low-key, that's awesome. And probably more needed for this assignment. Guys, we just got to press on to win the prize. God is calling us heavenward in Christ Jesus, so we press on. Shoot, man, I'm encouraged. Riddle me encouraged, man. Lock me up, I'm encouraged. Okay. So, back to what we were doing. The discount. So, we know loan to, holy smokes, I can't type. When I can't see, it's this microphone in the way of my keyboard changes everything. Not that I stare at my keyboard when I type, it's just 2% upfront fee on 150. Oh, interesting. Hold up, is that what that's saying? Discount fee of 2% of initial loan amount. So that's the 150,000 payable in cash at loan inception. Hang on. Claude, I think, messed up here. I'm gonna try and call it out. We'll see how this goes. Because Claude was saying, okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. What this is now a $3,000, hang on, $3,000 cash fee at loan inception. That's important. $3,000 cash fee at loan inception. But Claude was saying $3,000 in cash at closing. Back to step 3. You said $3,000 cash at closing, but it's due the inception of the loan, right? I like throwing a little right in there. Makes me feel like I'm trying to be polite. Like, maybe you do know. Wait, maybe that's a character flaw. Maybe I should be like, hey, by the way, you're wrong. Oh, it's saying the same thing. At closing and at loan inception are the same moment. Okay, you close the loan when you begin the loan. It's like the initiation of the contract. Closing is just the real world term for when the loan officially starts. Okay, we're learning. We're teaching ourselves today. Heck yeah. So in your timeline, that's just to a cash outflow. What? Sorry, what? But points. Whoa! Okay, this is crazy. Okay, so this 2% is what we call, in the business, we call this a point, or if you will, 2 point. Oh my gosh. Do I look at my I think I look at my keyboard that much, honestly. That's a problem. I gotta get better at typing. We're definitely gonna do more typing tests. Okay, so this is 2 points. Points are tax deductible. That's crazy. That's insane. This changes everything. Not really, but I want that to be on the same line. Perfect. Okay. So what this means that now is that this solves our other confusion. They're in a marginal tax bracket of 25%. Okay, 25%. So you take your 3,000 times 0.5. I'm opening DaVinci Resolve somehow. What did I click? Close window. We don't need any of that. Okay, you know what? It's opening again. It's opening again. Oh my goodness, it's still opening. I don't need DaVinci Resolve. I know you want me to edit on you, bro. I want to edit too. Trust. Okay, we don't even need our calculator for this. We're going to use some mental math to get our brain jogging. So, 25% of 3,000. Would I be incorrect to say that you just take 25% of 1,000 and multiply by 3? Is that crazy, bro? Okay. 250. And then you would subtract that. 250, 500, 750. So you do 3,000 minus 750 and you get 2,000. Oh my gosh. The sunglasses might have to go. Cash outflow. Cash outflow to loan to at start info. Okay. Cool. Okay, and then we factor in required. Let's go next. Let's deal with the required rate of 9.99%. Year. So, sorry, I'm kind of pale. So, hang on. So it's telling me to take this ear. So since all of our, this is an important one. Let's highlight this. I don't want it bold. I would rather have like a nice little blue. Oh, it's so pretty. So since these are in monthly terms, it's wanting me to convert the 9% year also into monthly terms, which makes sense, but I kind of just don't. I don't know why, I don't know what this does. I don't get it. Solve at times, wait, oh, okay, I'm stupid. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm smart. Times 0 cash outflow. Yes, right. I don't know what to do. Also, is it louder if how come this isn't even that loud? When I'm all the way, okay. I'm sorry for lashing out and getting angry at you. That was uncalled for. So we're trying to figure out this ear. I'm gonna need a little bit of help here, I think. They require a 9% ear, effective annual rate. And we're trying to convert it to an effective monthly rate. I think I have notes about this. Did we not? Didn't we have notes for this? Hang on. I'm getting tired. Wait, I didn't eat lunch. That's why I'm hungry. Obviously that's why I'm hungry. Is that the same formula? So Claude, is telling me to convert my ear from an annual rate to a monthly rate. I do 1 plus the rate raised to the 1 over 12 power minus 1. Is that the same as this? 1 plus it looks close. Like it's pretty close. I just don't know why. What is the point of step 4? Good question. Okay, step 4 is about making sure you're using the right discount rate for the right purpose. 2 different rates in this problem. Okay. So the 9% ear is the required rate of return. That's the personal opportunity cost of money. That's like what if they could invest their money elsewhere, how much they would make is that 9%. Okay, the 9% is given annually, but your cash flows are monthly, so you need to convert it to a monthly equivalent before you can discount. If you just divided to 75% instead, you'd be implicitly assuming monthly compounding, which would give you a slightly different answer, but common intense and short. Okay, but what am I discounting? I don't know. Let's be precise. You're discounting the cost of each loan back to times 0 using the 9% required rate. You're discounting the costs of each loan back to times 0 using the 9% required rate. The costs are the 120 monthly payments and the remaining balance at time 112. Oh! Interesting. But that's already at time 0, so no discount I need. Okay. Do I get this actually? I don't think I do. So hang on a minute. Solve at time 0. Discount everything back to today. Can I do this in my calculator like a TVM calculation where I use the required rate as my I to the y or something? Do you think that's like possible? Or just place like, yes, exactly. I hope it says that so bad. Not quite. Yeah, I'm gonna crash out if it says that. Oh! It says yes, exactly. And this is the cleanest way to do it. Just say I'm a genius. Here's the setup. You're solving for the present value of all costs using the required rate as I to the y. Okay. Normal calculation. Future value is 0, but here future value is not 0 because they're selling out with the balance still owed. Make sure you plug that remaining balance in its future value. Present value of calculator spits out represents the total present value of the constant future value. Okay, I see. I don't know if I've done this before. This all feels new to me. It all feels very new. La da da. What if so is the idea that I will so I'm going to discount the remaining loan balance and then also discount the payments? Okay, wait. Do I discount the payments once, then the remaining loan balance once, then add together, then do it for the second loan? Perhaps? Not quite. You're almost there. That's not what it's going to say. Oh my goodness. Wow. It said yes, exactly, but here's the beautiful part. Because when you enter payment future value, the calculator discounts the payments and the remaining balance simultaneously and rolls it all into one PV number. Get one present value number. That's your comparison. 2 calculator runs and you're done. The reason it works in one shot is that TVM is designed to handle exactly this, an annuity plus a lump sum at the end. Oh my! So, what I was assuming is that since we always plug in 3 variables to solve for a fourth, I was going to do 3, solve for a fourth, 3, solve for a fourth. But here we can actually plug in 4 variables and solve for a fifth and just save ourselves some time. This is intriguing, not to mention kind of fascinating and a little bit flexing, but that never stopped me before. Okay, okay. This has been a lot for one problem. But the good news is it's only been 45 minutes. Okay. Okay. Okay, so first things first, we need to convert this year into monthly. So let's do that first. We're gonna start. It's 1 plus the rate, so it's gonna be 1.09. And it's raised. Oh my days and nights. Oh my goodness. I just can't see a thing. Who decided these sunglasses would be good? If I keep them right here, y'all can't really tell, right? Raised to the 1/12 minus 1. And what that gives us is approximately 0.7207%. Year converted monthly. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight that blue because it's our kind of matching. It's matching our other guys up here. All right. Now we can lock in. So discounted loan 1. Okay. Okay, why did this bossa nova get all groovy on us? Why do we get all jazzy up here? Who allowed it to get jazzy? It's just a little too much trumpet. I'm not a huge trumpet guy. Alright. I know I'm going slow. It's just tricky to wrap my head around all this stuff at once. Okay. We're doing 120 for our N. Do I even understand this? I'm not done. I know it says I'm done, but I promise you I'm not. I need to reset this, bro. How do I reset it? That simple, huh? That was easy as heck. Come on, man. That's too easy. Alright. I'm sorry for lashing out in anger. Alright. Okay, so to answer your question, yes, I do understand this. All we did is convert. Okay, I gotta walk through this a little simpler. There's a lot of I got hung up on a lot of the terminology in this one, but in principle, it's not hard. It's just kind of hard. So we have a loan. We have 2 choices. They have different rates, and one has a fee. Simple as that. The fee is tax deductible, and that's lovely. So all we do is find, well, we first of all convert the rates into a monthly rate. Then, because we're trying to find monthly payments, our assumption is all required payments are made at the end of each month. So this tells us that and interest is compounded monthly. So that's why we're converting to months here. So we find the rate of each loan in months. Then we use that new rate and the full term of 20 years to find what our payments are going to be like over the course of that loan. And we solved for $667 here and $665 here. Now, you use this present value in a new formula to find a specific point in time. So after 120 payments, because they're selling after 120 payments, halfway through the 20-year loan, they're selling. So you need to discount the remaining loan balance for that second half of the loan, so the 120 up to the 240, because those payments are including principal and interest. And so you can't just pay it all at once in one big sum by multiplying all the payments by 120, because you're overpaying your interest. Because the way interest works is that over time you end up paying more and more interest. Well, less and less interest. But if you paid it early, you're saving on interest. And so that's kind of why you want to do that. Okay, so you find the present value of those remaining loan payments, and that is going to get you the remaining loan balance. So you've paid this $667 120 times, you stop, and then now the remaining balance of the loan is $77,498. And this is how it works for both. The only difference is that loan 2 charges a 2% upfront fee, so they charge 2 points on the initial loan balance, and that is $3,000 cash at the start of the loan. So that's their 2-point fee at the start of the loan. However, points are tax deductible. That's insane. This changes everything, as we learned in a very exciting moment. So you look to their marginal tax bracket. You see it's 25%, so you can discount 25% from sorry, I got a text. You discount $750, and then this is what you pay at the start. And so that's kind of nice. And so there's kind of an opportunity cost here. You kind of have to compare, like, I guess that's what we're about to find out now, actually, of whether or not it's worth it. So we're going to discount it with this required rate of 9%, which is just another level of complexity. But we are equipped, so we converted our EAR to a monthly rate. So this is actually an EMR. Beautiful. And so let's hop into loan 1 here. We're discounting back to time 0 from that middle after the 10 years, which is why our N is 120. 120 is our N. 0.7207 is our rate, our required rate. Our PMT, 667.66. Sorry, that's not funny. Payment. And then we have our remaining balance of the loan, $77,498.38. If you're ever confused, just talking through that out loud makes a massive difference, because now I feel like I actually know what these numbers mean. And so that's our future value. Our remaining balance is our future value, because this is essentially, it is just one of those two-step annuity problems. I don't know which one's negative, so I'm scared. I'm gonna ask Claude when I input those values, which one is negative, because the reason I'm asking this is because I'm a little scared that it'll be a double negative and then you'll end up with a number that's completely different than what it was otherwise going to be. Okay, so it's both of them, actually, which also means that it's neither. Oh, okay, yeah, so I don't need to do anything here. Okay, sure, for sure. That's our future value. Let's go ahead and solve for our present value now. This is pretty cool. How could the discounted loan one be less than the 150K? Does that make sense? So I'm asking that because after doing the formula, my answer was 149,000. Oh. All right. So I got 149,389, which doesn't make sense because on those 120 payments, there was interest. So this almost certainly should be greater than $150,000, which is the start. So I'm just gonna check if I put my numbers in correctly and try this again. Yeah, let's just try this one more time. I'm gonna try putting them in negative for payment and negative for future value and see if that changes things. It did not. Okay, so let's see what I did. I'm gonna confirm that n is 120, not the full term. It wouldn't make any sense for it to be 240. Okay. I'm getting 149, 390. Wrong one. It's like super close, but it's just wrong. I don't know why. Hold up, it's saying it might be right. If discount rate is greater than the loan rate. Oh. But I don't get it, but I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. But that makes no sense because aren't I paying interest on top of the principal loan? How is it ever cheaper? I don't get this, and I'm trying to figure it out. I've probably said that many, many times. Okay. You're right to push back on this. Let me clarify. Okay, we're talking to Claude here. That's why. Okay. You're paying more in raw dollars than 150,000. That's undeniable. Interest is real money leaving the pocket. Okay. But what you're calculating here is not how much total cash did they pay. You're calculating the present value of those costs. That is different. When you discount future cash flows at 9%, you're essentially saying $1 paid in the future is worth less than $1 today. The payments are spread out over 120 months. By the time you drag all those future dollars back today at 9%, the discounting shrinks them enough to have the PV land just under 150,000. Sorry, I'm responding to a text. Okay. All right. All right. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. To all my viewers, who are nobody, I'm sure. Hopefully you enjoyed the bossa nova, and it's been keeping you entertained. Okay. So we're trying to get back here. Oh my gosh. All right. Discounted loan 1. So I think we're gonna be correct on the 140. Oh my gosh. I gotta ditch these, bro. $140. Oh, that's way better. 390.16. So that's our discount for loan 1. Discounted loan 2. Now I do the same thing. Well, almost the same. I believe we're just going to, we're gonna have to, something about adding back. For loan 2, why do I add back the 2250? Riddle me that, huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, because my entire calculator reset, my decimals don't go as far as they should. How do I change that? Oh gosh, that is not good. Because I reset the whole, because I replaced the batteries. I'm just gonna hope and hope and pray that they are there behind the scenes. Okay. Okay.